watch any Day 9 at all, you know he is the largest proponent of the extended thermal lances that I've ever seen. He claims it to be the most important upgrade in the game, so the fact that Katari's not getting it would break his little heart. And looks like both players here have pretty sizable armies now. They're going to start butting heads here soon. Masq actually has 20 more food on the field despite Katari actually having that expansion up and running for a short while. He's going to kill all those probes, mow down the Nexus and the pylon. So Katari falling behind a little bit. Masq still not choosing to expand anywhere. No command center even in the works. Not sure what happened to my mouse there. Oh, whatever. So Masq moving in now. Going to try and take out this robotics bay as quick as possible. I actually really like that move with the siege tanks. So no more Colossus coming out now. Actually, it is able to finish, even though because it started while the bay was still going, or while it was still functional. So one Colossus of Katari, probably not going to be enough. Looks like he does have a pretty sizable group of Tier 1. He needs to get in there before he loses too many units. And it looks like he chooses now as the time to strike. The Colossus is racking up some Marine kills. Watch his kills increase. That second Colossus does pop out now. So Katari in a pretty good position. Does he have enough anti-air to deal with these Banshees? They have 12 kills between them. The Colossi able to mop up these tanks as they do try to focus down the Immortals. The Mortals with the hardened shields doing just fine against them. And the Stalker's able to continue shooting the Banshees because there is an observer somewhere around here. I do not see it right with my own eyes, so I'm not sure where it is. Maybe sitting actually underneath the Banshee. But more forces of Masq coming in now, 2 tanks. He's going to continue sieging up and try and hold a contain. There was that observer. It was right over the units. And a medevac just sitting here while this Banshee finally dies. Katari forced to warp in even more Stalkers to deal with it. Looks like Masq is going to be on the run again, but not until after doing significant damage to this Nexus, taking it down completely. Katari left with only 2 gateways and a robotics facility. He's going to have to figure out what else he can be doing here. He has a forge, but has not built any cannons or started any upgrades. He is going to try and follow Masq back home, but Masq had all his units already rallied over to Katari's front door, so he is just going to stop them short at this Xel'Naga tower. Masq hiding the siege tank behind the smoke. Very good move. Allows him to just shell all these units without even being seen. And looks like Masq content to continue pumping Marines. He is finally sending an SCV over here, but does not have enough money to even start a command center. More tanks coming out. So Marines, tanks, Banshees, Vikings coming in now. Excellent move because of the Colossi that he saw earlier. And it looks like he is going to try to get a little more harass done with a Banshee on the backside. He does only score 1 kill before being chased off, this observer, and these Stalkers able to keep him at bay. But Masq quickly growing his army, is at 85 food now, and Katari still sitting at 50. These Immortals basically making up the bulk of his army. No Colossi left anywhere. He would have to rebuild that robotics bay if he's going to have any more. And the 2 warp gates really just warping in Stalkers to keep Banshees off of his mineral line. So Katari not doing too great here against an ever-growing Marine and tank army. Medevacs certainly help, and Vikings would help had he not destroyed that robotics bay already, so Colossi probably not going to be in the picture at all for the rest of the game. This command center is only about halfway done now, so Masq finally choosing to expand about 16.5 minutes into the game. A bit of an interesting tactic, but I mean, might as well press the advantage. If he doesn't think he can end the game here, he will be in a solid position later. So all these Marines moving in now, no Colossi or Storms able to do anything against him because he does not have the proper tech. These Vikings basically just spotting for these other units and not doing anything, chilling in midair. And oh man, the tanks are just shelling whatever they want. So Masq looks like he is going to take this game pretty quickly. All these Tier 1 units and Immortals trying to move in now and kill what they can. The Immortals try to sneak past this huge ball of Marines with no stim pack, mind you, and no upgrades. And Katari moving his army into a ball of death, forced to GG, except if you note here, he actually did not GG, he just left the game. So well played by Masq, pretty good back and forth in that game. Taking out that expansion was really all he needed to do to win the game. Katari looked like he was a bit lost after that. Neither player getting any upgrades, kind of surprising, and the fact that Katari was so slow to rebuild basically sealed his fate. So good game to Masq. This kind of game. So Damaga expecting this already, of course, because he had his Overseer in place. Gonna lose his Queen, perhaps? No, doesn't lose the Queen unless Huck is able to